to another episode of Fayetteville in Focus, the program that gives you an inside look at what's happening within your City of Fayetteville government. Each episode features stories of interest highlighting city services and helps to keep you informed of new programs and upcoming events. The City of Fayetteville Stormwater Division is celebrating 20 years as a State and EPA recognized municipality with a stormwater discharge permit. In those 20 years, the Stormwater Division has worked diligently to protect the environment by implementing the provisions of the permit and focused on protecting water quality.
In 1995, the City of Fayetteville was issued a stormwater permit from EPA and the North Carolina Department of Natural Resources. Basically, that permit it tells the city that we have to have a responsibility for any of the stormwater running off of our city streets. We get our drinking water from the Cape Fear River, and you have to think anything that runs off of our streets during a rainstorm is going to end up in our rivers, lakes, and streams. So having some sort of control or enforcement of what goes into storm drains, pollutants, things like that, is going to ultimately cause our drinking water to be cleaner, because if we're monitoring what's going into the river, then we'll know what is or isn't there. We monitor it to make sure that pollutant levels stay within the required ranges from what EPA and DENR says, as well as to just make sure that flooding is minimized throughout the city. So the division works very hard to make sure that those things happen to ensure a better quality of life for our residents.
In addition to the various monitoring programs, there's also an educational component to the provisions of the permit. The Stormwater Division has implemented a comprehensive public awareness program, which includes an award-winning educational video, numerous publications, presentations, media campaigns, and a mascot named Stormy.
The division has an educational program to just bring awareness of what to and what not to put into our storm drains. Anything that enters a storm drain is ultimately going to make its way to a river, lake, or stream, and it's very important for both our permit and just for general water quality that we do a lot of public outreach, public awareness of not pouring motor oil, not pouring antifreeze, things like that into the storm drain, not breaking your leaves and blowing your leaves into the storm drains. All of those pollutants can cause issues for our water quality and ultimately degrade our rivers, lakes, and streams. So the public education component of the permit is one of our biggest pieces, because that's how we help people to understand what stormwater is and what they can do to protect it. Not only the city, but what the individual citizen can do as well.
The Stormwater Division also partners with other agencies in cleanup initiatives and educational opportunities, as well as training for city employees.
The Stormwater Division also has a training program for city employees to educate them on best management practices for stormwater pollution prevention with their respective job duties. This allows employees to know what they should do with debris and things like that they could come in contact with, which could ultimately end up in the storm drain. It also helps them to understand what stormwater is and how we all play a part in stormwater pollution prevention, as well as using some best management practices such as street sweeping to remove debris from city streets before that debris can enter the storm drains.
A stormwater hotline has also been implemented for citizens to report stormwater concerns.
The stormwater hotline is our way of having some type of public input mechanism. A citizen can call and report flooding issues, can call and report pollution. Really, it's the way that we communicate with our citizens and get their feedback and their input as to what's going on in the city. Sometimes we're not always able to see flooding going on, so we rely on that hotline for those reports. Also, a citizen may catch somebody dumping something into a storm drain or an illicit discharge into a river or stream, And if they call that hotline number, we're made aware of it, and then we can respond appropriately.
The City of Fayetteville and the Stormwater Division is committed to improving stormwater quality and continues to develop new programs to address concerns. We encourage citizens to be the solution to stormwater pollution. Please call the Stormwater Hotline at 910-433-1613 or visit us on the web at www.fayettevillenc.gov. Well, that wraps up this episode of Fayetteville in Focus. You can watch this and other videos at faytv7.com. If there's a topic or video segment you would like to see on FayTV7, go to FayettevilleOutFront.com and share your feedback with us. I'm Sherry Kropp for FayTV7, and thank you for watching.